You know what I'm doing. Bless you, Nuke.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debating.
This show.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Bush. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On second down now, it's Bush. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Dancing to his left. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Off.
This nigga Glow ain't ready, man. Give me this money, man. Put it in my account. Put it in my account. Put it in my account.
Fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Yellow.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here
Chris Jones
in this first
versus
quarter.
old team. Jeez. What a storyline.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On 2nd down, it's Hill. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now here's Mahomes. Going up top. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Vick, complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, New Orleans! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
The Chiefs take over. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So here's Vick following the interception. And he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Play action now, Vic. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, and it's Hill again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes stepping up. He's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. first and 10. Here's Vic. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
Check it back, check it back. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got you. That's it.
Vic goes play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes steps away to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the run, it's Bush. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
Hey, Glow, you better just be lucky this nigga didn't just jump for it, bro. That's all I gotta say, bro. Because they really working me right now. Should have been a fucking pick, bro. What the fuck is going on here?
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. And Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chris Jones, and boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bush, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. His throw caught at about the 5. Give him 30 yards there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Vic readies to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
I'm glad you gonna ease up on me, bro. What's up, dog? Did I make you mad? God damn!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Yard touchdown grab, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Bush. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Shades. Super Bowl at Jerry World. They showed the wettest motherfucking sky view of that motherfucker. So active.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
They got the roof open.
Picked off at the 49.
Clear skies.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Chris Jones, he still got it in the cage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for him. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl as they are able to cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Anthony?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Vick. The open man is Clark, complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Vick. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You know what you like body, like, you know what you like body, like.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first
Jeez.
at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Jeez. It's a show?
Vick will look to throw on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Live from J, bro.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
What's your 4 is that?
Vick on the bootleg. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go.
From the gun, Vic. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Sanders. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Oh, my God.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just
Well, why are they working me on fumbles, bro? Are you serious? Oh, my God.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A first down throw coming for Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. There's Vic. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Ross, 55 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and 11. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
So we can get
on 3rd and long,
to the drive for all season
being
and all that
chased down
stuff.
left.
You call the
Now a
timeout for what?
desperation
We're
throw
winning the
deep
game.
downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. They were looking for Johnson that time. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So here's Vic following the interception. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Oh, no.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Bush, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Vic now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Bush on the taunts. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.